Have you ever wondered why we can't see God? It's a question that has puzzled humanity for centuries, and today we're diving deep into this mystery. By the end of this video, you'll understand why our search for the divine often feels elusive. We'll explore how our perceptions, beliefs, and even religions themselves may obscure what we seek. This topic isn't just philosophical, it's profoundly personal, touching on the essence of our existence and the quest for meaning. So, if you're ready to challenge your understanding and perhaps even glimpse a new perspective on the divine, keep watching. Let's embark on this enlightening journey together, unraveling the profound question of why we can't see God. Isn't it fascinating? Billions bow their heads in prayer every day, yet no one has ever seen God. This universal paradox has mystified humanity for centuries. Every religion, every sacred text, and every spiritual guru seems to point towards something intangible, something beyond our physical perception. Yet the real issue lies not in the absence of a divine vision, but in where we look for it. We're perpetually searching outside ourselves, hoping to grasp the divine like a tangible object. However, the truth is quite the opposite. The divine isn't something or somewhere out there. It's a profound presence residing within us, waiting to be discovered. This search for the divine, when directed outward, only distances us from the truth. Instead, the real journey begins when we turn inward, exploring the depths of our own consciousness, where the true essence of the divine patiently awaits our realization. Our quest for the divine often begins with the belief that God is somewhere out there, separate from us. This fundamental error lies in the act of seeking itself. When we search, we imply a distance between us and what we seek, creating an illusion of separation. Imagine a fish searching for the ocean, desperately swimming in circles, unaware that it already exists within the ocean. This is precisely our predicament. The ego tirelessly searches, convinced that God is a distant entity to be found, yet this very search keeps God unreachable. By seeking, we assume God is absent, perpetuating the cycle of longing. In reality, the divine surrounds us, within us, like the water surrounding the fish. Our greatest challenge is to recognize this innate connection. The moment we stop searching with our eyes closed and our hearts open, we begin to understand that what we seek has never been separate from us. When we think of God, many of us envision a grand figure sitting on a celestial throne, but what if we've got it all wrong? God isn't someone up there. Instead, God is the awareness within us, the silent observer behind every experience. Imagine consciousness as an endless ocean, with each of us as waves on its surface. We are part of it, yet we mistakenly see ourselves as separate. This awareness animates everything. It's the life force pulsing through the universe. Right now, as you listen, there's an awareness noticing your thoughts, feelings, and surroundings. That's God. It's not about searching outward for a divine entity, but recognizing the divine essence within. By shifting our perspective, we uncover a profound truth. God is not a distant figure. God is the ever-present field of consciousness, quietly guiding us. Understanding this changes everything, dissolving the illusion of separation we've clung to for so long. Religion has been a guiding force, pointing us toward the divine, like a compass showing true north. It's been essential, offering stories and rituals that illuminate the path to the sacred. However, once human institutions got involved, things got tricky. What began as a personal quest for enlightenment was transformed into structures demanding obedience, promoting guilt instead of grace. These institutions acted as gatekeepers, claiming ownership over the divine, as if God could be bottled and sold. But here's the truth. God isn't something to be owned or institutionalized. The divine is an experience, not a membership card. Religion, at its core, aims to connect us with the infinite. Yet when it becomes more about rules than revelation, it traps us in a cycle of conformity. The divine, however, transcends boundaries, existing beyond the walls built by man. It's not confined, it simply is, waiting for us to remember, not discover. Most of us approach the divine with our minds, which is where the real problem lies. Our minds are wired to demand structure, clarity, and tangible proof, qualities that the divine, in its purest form, simply doesn't cater to. The divine is formless, beyond the grasp of our logical constructs and visual imagery. This is why the more we look, the less we see. The seeker, that part of us demanding answers and evidence, must metaphorically die for true seeing to happen. It's a paradox. To truly experience divinity, we must abandon the very tools, logic and senses that we typically rely on. It's like trying to catch water with a net. The very act of trying makes it impossible. So the real reason we don't find God isn't because God is elusive, but because our approach is fundamentally flawed. We're searching with the wrong instrument, mistaking separation for connection. Awakening to the divine isn't about stumbling upon something new, it's about remembering what's always been there. Imagine realizing you've been holding the key to a door you've been desperately knocking on. That's the essence of spiritual awakening, recognizing that separation from God is an illusion. When we stop chasing an external deity and turn inward, we find a profound stillness, a clarity that was obscured by our relentless searching. It's like coming home, where awareness recognizes itself. There's no longer a need to chase after something elusive. Instead, you understand that the divine was within you all along. This realization brings a sense of peace, a quieting of the noise that once drove the search. It's a return to wholeness, where the journey ends not in discovery, but in the comforting embrace of remembrance. You've never been separate. You were simply looking in the wrong direction. The greatest obstacle to experiencing the divine is noise. Both inner and outer noise suffocates our ability to connect with something deeper. Think about it. Endless thoughts racing through our minds, incessant notifications demanding our attention, and a constant barrage of opinions cluttering our mental space. It's no wonder the divine feels elusive. It isn't absent, we're just too distracted to notice. We fill every moment with sound and activity, avoiding the silence where the divine whispers. Ironically, the silence that many of us fear holds the key to unlocking profound connection. But who has time to sit quietly when there's always another playlist, another show, another opinion to consume? This noise is the barrier, not the absence of the divine. Learning to embrace the silence rather than fearing it allows us to tune into the subtle frequency of what we call God. Only then can we truly experience the divine presence. To truly experience the divine, we must turn inward, not with belief, but with pure awareness. This isn't about accepting dogma or following rituals. It's about embracing the raw, unfiltered reality of your consciousness. Meditation isn't meant to achieve a goal or reach a mystical state. It's about observing your thoughts without judgment, understanding that they are fleeting and not the essence of your being. Let go of seeking. Let go of the identity you cling to as you. In this profound release, what remains is the essence of divinity itself. It's not a grand epiphany or a dramatic revelation. It's a subtle, yet powerful realization that what you seek is already within you. There's no finding God, because God, in this sense, isn't lost. The divine is the stillness beneath the noise, the awareness beneath the ego. Embrace this simplicity, and you'll discover the truth that has always been there. Imagine standing in front of a mirror, searching desperately for someone who looks just like you. The irony, you're already there, looking at your own reflection. That's the ultimate realization. God isn't an external being you find. God is the essence of who you are. You're not separate from the divine. You're a conscious fragment of infinity, experiencing reality through human senses. The more you let go of the identities and labels you cling to, the clearer this truth becomes. It's not about discovering God outside, it's about remembering that you've been part of the divine all along. You are the universe's way of observing itself, an inseparable part of the cosmic whole. Embrace it. As we wrap up, remember this: stop searching for light. Be still enough to realize you are the source of it. Question everything you've been told, not to abandon faith, but to uncover truth beyond mere belief. This journey isn't about finding definitive answers. It's about embracing the silence where truth quietly resides. In the stillness, let go of the urge to find conclusions. Embrace the unknown with courage and openness. The divine isn't a destination to reach, it's an unfolding experience within you. So, sit in that silence and let it speak. Allow the noise to fall away, and in its absence, perhaps you'll discover a presence that has always been there. Let your heart be your guide, and remember, the ultimate realization is not about seeing God, but about being one with the divine essence within you.